kung paano maging eco-friendly ang packaging nang hindi masakit sa bulsa. Kaya ba natin gawin tong affordable, durable, and at the same time, good for the environment? Let's find out how smart packaging can help both your business and, of course, see Mother Earth. I am gonna need some experts to help us in this discussion. So joining us this afternoon, please help me welcome Chief Executive Officer of Prestige Paper Products, Miss Leia Marie Ayeng. Good afternoon, my fancy Miss Leia. Joining us as well, hello, please take a seat. Joining us as well, we have Chief Executive Officer and founder of the EcoShift, Miss Irene Villespin. Magandang hapon, Miss Irene. Ganda naman ng hair natin. Please take a seat. And finally, rounding off our panel, we have Chief Executive Officer of Ako Packaging, Miss Dominique Sevilla Campuad. Miss Dominique, good afternoon. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. All right. Going green, diba? Eco-friendly. That is the topic, the hot topic right now. Obviously, nakikita naman natin na the environment, Mother Earth, is in dire need of our assistance to help hopefully improve things for the entire planet. Can I just ask you ladies generally, how did you get into this sector of the business? Okay lang po ba? Let's start with Irene maybe?
Okay. Hello. Hi everybody. Good afternoon. So my name is Irene. So I own the brand called the EcoShift. So the EcoShift started really because of the advocacy on how to limit plastic use. So because of that advocacy, I have to look for ways to be able to deliver the promise of plastic-free packaging. So that's where it all blended in. How can I do this? How can I make a product that's 100% plastic-free?
100% plastic-free. I think if you're a millennial too, like myself, you kind of experience that moment nung nag-pivot, no? From just an abundance of plastic to biglang nagiging paper straws or strawless na. But I want to know, Miss Leia, how important is, going green and environmentally friendly packaging and products para sa mga Pinoy, realistically?
Okay, I'd like to say good afternoon, everyone. My name again, my fan base. Okay, so my name is Leia. I'm the CEO of Prestige Paper Products. We are actually a 29-year-old company. We are not into paper manufacturing, but rather we distribute brands or products coming from well-managed forests from different paper mills abroad. So we started our journey in terms of sustainability and bringing in green packaging. Kasi alam nyo ho ba, na ang Pilipinas, ang pinakamalaking plastic polluter sa buong mundo.
Buong mundo?
Yes.
Hindi buong Asia, buong mundo pala.
Buong mundo. At
Ay.
hindi lang yon. Ang problema natin ngayon, karamihan ng ginagamit natin ng mga materyales is made out of non-biodegradable na materials. So we simply have to pivot into green packaging. Yun yung unang journey natin kasi lahat tayo umiinom ng tubig, di ba? Yung PET bottle. Bagamat siya po ay recycled, yung ecosystem po kasi natin, nahihirapan pa tayo pagdating sa collection. So although ang plastic kasi, meron naman talaga siyang function. Dahil siya ay waterproof, however, kailangan din yung disiplina pagdating sa paggamit ng mga materyales na green is manggagaling sa choice natin as consumer. Ang sabi sa atin before is, bakit kulang tayo ng options? Ang totoo po, maraming options ngayon sa market, katulad ng mga biodegradable plastic, compostable. We also have certified na mga materials. And yung papel, yun ang pinakamadali kasi yung papel is recyclable. Ang papel ho, may siyam na buhay. Ibig sabihin, pagtapos mong gamitin, kung ikaw ay conscious consumer at i-recycle mo siya, kahit ikaw ay nasa bahay, is po pwede pa ulit siyang gawin na maging papel ulit. So it's renewable. Yon. So I think doon nang gagaling yung natin, no, yung sentiment natin. Kasi sabi nga natin, when you do business, it should be something that is really personal sa'yo. So kaya ako, ay hindi lang ako nasa space ng marketing. I'm really a sustainability advocate.
Okay.
And I feel na, in terms of nation building, lalo na yung mga kabataan ngayon, is lahat tayo may role dito.
Okay, that was really, really good, no? I think you provided a lot of insights. Pero curious din ako, practically speaking po, mas mahal po ba to go green when it comes to shifting from plastic to paper? In general.
Okay, it only becomes cost-effective because, as I said, the plastic that you use is non-biodegradable. It all ends up, it's either sa landfill, na yun po yung nagkukos ng ating mga bundok-bundok na basura sa payatas, o kaya naman, ito yung pumupunta sa drainage system natin tuwing may bagyo. Kaya ang marami ho tayong baha, at saka at the same time, yung plastic din, ito yung kinakainan ng mga isda na microplastic kasi pumupunta siya sa ating mga ocean waters. And simply, kailangan nating umaksyon kasi 35% ng plastic natin is napupunta sa dagat. Nasisira yung ecosystem natin in terms of marine life. And for all we know, if we do not act on it, alam niyo po ba na by 2050, yung kinakain natin na marine na mga produce, let's say for example, fish and even seafoods, microplastic na.
Grabe. So
Yes.
parang nahalo na rin yun sa katawan natin. Pero ang tanong ko po actually is, as consumers and as business owners, mas mahal po ba kung mag-shift sila sa paper from plastic? Mas costly po ba? Or in the long run ba, dahil paulit-ulit yung pwedeng gamitin yung paper, mas makakatipid sila?
That's my point.
Yun talaga yun.
Natumbok mo. On a surface, pag binili mo, sa unang gamit mo, mas mukha siyang mas mahal.
Okay.
Pero dahil renewable siya,
Okay.
bumabalik siya sa system natin, nagiging, and at the same time, syempre, it boils down to scale. Yung internet, 9 years ago when I used to work with a communications company, telecommunications company, ang mahal ng internet. Pero nung may mass adoption, kung lahat tayo gumagamit ng mga sustainable plastics, especially for e-commerce, mas magiging mura siya.
Kung tataas yung demand. So
Yung demand.
basically, nasa atin din yun as consumers. Pero for now, yun nga po yung kailangan nating isipin. And I think that also boils down to discipline din, no? Kasi kailangan siguraduhin nyo na pag bibili nyo yun, gagamitin nyo talaga siya at gagamitin until the end of life of the plastic itself. So very, very important movement for us. But again, it does present a lot of challenges, which is why we have discussions like this. Ms. Dominique, welcome to the stage once again. Hello, hello. Good afternoon.
Hi, everybody. Good afternoon.
I'm assuming all three of you ladies are advocates for the environment, for Mother Earth. But I'm curious, Ms. Dominique, how has the rise of online selling changed the standards and expectations for product packaging? Or did it change at all?
I just like to introduce myself again. So again, my name is Nikki Sevilla Kaampued. I am the CEO of EcoNest Philippines, a co-packaging, and I'm also one of the co-founders of Philippine Alliance for Sustainable Solutions Foundation, Inc. It seems like a lot, no? Pero actually, we created all these businesses in order for us to be able to pursue circularity. So good question. Nung lumaganap yung e-commerce, ano ba yung mga naging shift? Definitely, especially during the pandemic, no, lahat tayo naramdaman kung paano or gaano kahirap na nasa bahay lang, hindi makapasok. So madami sa atin nagtayo ng mga online businesses. Even up until now, nakita natin huge shift. A lot of people started using packaging, plastic packaging. So before nag-pandemic, talagang ang dami ng businesses nakaposition to use sustainable packaging materials. Actually, nagpapasok na nga kami ng machine ng bioplastic. So yun yung cassava bags. Later on, we'll provide samples para makita nyo din kung ano yung cassava bags if you're not yet familiar with it. But anyhow, talagang dumami no, yung demand. So lahat ng mga e-commerce pouches, sino yung nag-online selling? Lahat tayo dito, tama. Plastic yun, di ba? Anong nangyayari? Napupunta sa consumer, saan napupunta yon? Kung saan-saan lang tinatapon. So yan, isa yan sa mga causes bakit tayo nagkakaroon ng flooding. Aside dun sa issue natin na hindi nagagawa yung infrastructure, I'm very sorry I had to mention it now. But anyway, yun yung trigger points also why we started the business. We want to address plastic pollution. Mismanagement kasi to. Hindi naman talaga natin kalaban yung plastic, pero yung management natin sa end of life. So ngayon, we introduce new materials, nag-innovate po kami, no? Cassava bags, if nakita nyo na po yun, natutunaw siya sa hot water, fully compostable. Meron din kaming sugarcane baga. So ang daming innovative materials na napansin ko wala pa sa Philippines. Kaya in-introduce namin siya. So yun yung start. Sa ngayon, ang daming mga businesses na talagang naghahanap ng eco-friendly packaging, even consumers. So mapapansin nyo, nag-i-increase yung awareness no, para ma-address talaga natin yung lumalaganap na issue sa plastic pollution.
And I think more and more consumers talaga, we are giving importance to how environmentally friendly the companies are. Kasi I have a friend na bumili ng bamboo toothbrush kasi gusto niya maging mas sustainable yung lifestyle niya. Pero nung dumating, wrapped in so much plastic. So parang imbis na matuwa siya na okay, pwede na akong tumulong sa environment, mas na-guilty pa siya kasi nag-order siya ng siguro isa or dalawang perasong bamboo toothbrush lang pero sandamakmak yung plastic na dumating na itatapon lang. So very, very important. And I do think it also helps if the youth, kayong mga kabataan, di ba? You need to have that shift in mindset din at kailangan nyo rin tandaan na ang environment ay para sa inyo because this is also to protect your home as well. Miss Leigh, I think you wanted to add to that as well.
I just want to add something lang apart from the sustainability na ano niya no na credentials if ever is importante rin kasi ngayon yung maganda yung packaging natin because yung packaging right now especially with online it evolves from just a protective packaging into parang consumer or customer experience na siya. So in terms of dito na rin natin nako-communicate yung tinatawag natin na value creation. Especially so sa ating mga MSMEs, yung mga products natin, galing siya sa iba-ibang probinsya, marami siyang mga story na kailangan din na i-communicate natin sa mga consumers natin. Kasi katulad nun, one time, nalaman ko lang during one of the packaging competition that we have for students, na yung palang pastillas sa Bulacan is galing sa yung pambalot niya. May cultural background pala siya na makontest yon ng mga nanay na gumagawa ng lantern. Na papel di hapon yung ginagamit. Kaya yung design nun, kaya siya ganon. So parang ako, Pilipino ako, pero hindi ko alam yung istoryang yon. So it's worth then na mentioning na apart from we're highlighting, 'di ba, yung innovation at saka at the same time yung mga features ng mga product natin, maganda rin na through our packaging, kino-communicate din natin yung tinatawag natin na cultural integration. Kasi last week lang nasa Vietnam ako. Natutuwa ako kasi parang yung nila, yung mga kape nila, naka-integrate siya doon sa or naka-connect siya into a certain lugar or location. So nalalaman mo kung saan siya galing, ganon. So because people don't just buy products now. Parang, di ba, don't they just want to sold? Parang importante rin na meron ka rin information na binibigay sa kanila and doon na i-enrich yung kanilang customer experience.
Ang ganda. So bukod pa dun sa environment aspect, no, may storya din, may cultural enrichment din. And I feel your passion just talking about it, Miss Leia. Talagang advocate ka, you're a very strong advocate. So sa lahat ng mga negosyantes natin, go-negosyantes natin, ang dami na nating informasyon na binigay sa inyo. And let's admit it, di ba? It can get a little overwhelming sometimes. So we have all these options that we discussed. We were talking about boo, paper, different types of paper that you can use. I think we need to try to break it down a little bit, lalo na sa mga hindi pa nakakapag-shift from plastic to paper. Miss Irene, can you give us maybe some of the easiest ways that our business owners can work out their packaging system para hindi na plastic yung gagamitin nila? Lalo na sa MSMEs, syempre not all of them are equipped with, big machines or even suppliers that can give them 100% environmentally friendly packaging material. So ano po ba yung pinaka-practical na way to make that shift? The first step, kumbaga.
Okay. So before, si Nikki was asking who's doing online selling. Pwedeng show of hands. Ayan, isa pa lang dito. How about yung mag-uumpisa pa lang, planning to? Ayun. So for those who are planning to, this is the best way for you to start. I would like just to share yung story because we also sell now bamboo toothbrush. We have shampoo bars and all the plastic-free personal care products. But the difference with the EcoShift and yung seller na mentioned kanina, when we ship products, wala yung bubble wrap, wala yung packaging ng leisure marketplaces, yung blue and orange app. Diba usually they give out yung plastic. We don't do that. Hindi namin ginagawa yon. Hindi namin ginagamit. So, 90% of our revenue are online. Although we have physical stores, but 90% is done online, no? So imagine how difficult it was for us when we were starting on how to ship plastic-free. So medyo hirap. That was one of the limitations that I encountered back in 2019. Wala pang COVID. Unfortunately, etong si Nikki, they do the cassava packaging. So when I saw their product, I immediately contacted Nikki and EcoNest pa noon, diba? We were one of the customers who does the cassava packaging. But then, hirap ako sa marketplaces kasi nung time na yon hindi pa sila open eh. What we did, which I think, kasi the cost kasi, kailangan i-incorporate, diba? Kasi syempre, gusto natin mas mababa yung cost talaga. Kasi mas mababa talaga yung plastic eh. Very cheap siya. Kaya nga a lot of people do plastic, no? But you don't have to spend. Kasi what we did is we put it in a box. And very strict kami doon. We talked to the marketplaces. Sabi namin, hindi pwedeng ilagay sa plastic bag. Kasi hindi talaga kami nag-ship. Even yung paper, yung tape, yung packing tape namin, our packing tape is made of paper. Hindi siya plastic. Kasi nga, I have to be aligned with the value na 100% plastic-free kami. Ngayon, do I have to spend? No. Doon na tayo papasok sa recycling. You can use old boxes, you can use old paper na isa-stuff mo doon sa loob ng box para hindi mabasag, maalog yung items na you are shipping. If there's one thing na siguro pwede nyong i-take home or take away from this session and you wanted to sell online, maybe don't use the bubble wrap. Or if you must use the bubble wrap, baka naman pwede hindi yung new. Meron namang nagbibenta ng old. Meaning to say, nagamit na yung bubble wrap na yon, hindi siya bago. Ako, nag-a-advocate ako ng plastic-free lifestyle, no? But I do understand na hindi yan 100% mawala. We still need plastic. Ang gusto lang natin mangyari is mabawasan as an online seller na hindi na tayo makadagdag doon sa problem. Because e-commerce is here to stay. That's the one thing that I can share. So maybe instead of using the bubble wrap, you use yung stuffing na recycled or upcycled paper or yung nagamit na before.
Ganda nun, yung recycled paper, yung mga cardboard, mga karton na nandyan lang, pwede nyo silang gamitin, di ba? And I think another concern that a lot of sellers might have is, nako, hindi na siya ganun ka-aesthetic kung ganun. Kasi, pero ako bilang isang consumer naman, I'm talking as a consumer, kung may note doon or kahit doon mismo sa platform nyo, kung nakasulat or nakabanggit na sinasadya nyo na ganito yung packaging para sa environment natin, mas ma-appreciate ng consumers nyo yun. So I think that's a really good idea and anybody can start that kasi gagamitin nyo lang naman yung mga used paper at even used plastic pwede rin. O may approval na kayo doon. So alam nyo na, di ba? Hindi lang mga taong plastic yung kailangan iwasan, pati packaging na plastic. Yun talaga yung tema natin. Okay, very practical tip. Miss Leia, do you have anything you want to add to that? Kasi yun naman talaga yung struggle, aminin na natin. Ang hirap, ang accessible ng plastic, ang mura ng plastic, nandyan na siya. Hindi na tayo mag-isip-isip pa. So for the business owners that are just starting na nako, na-intimidate kasi kung mag-environmentally friendly or plastic-free route pa sila, baka mahal, baka mas ma-effort, baka may suggestion din kayo sa kanila para mas madali yung process.
Alright. Allow me to just to add on or to bank on what Irene said na kasi yung plastic, it's not really the bad boy naman in terms of yung functionality niya, as I said. Kasi imagine a drink, hindi naman po pwedeng ilagay mo yan sa, kasi may mga shelf life, tapos meron siyang its function. What we have to be mindful about lang as consumers and as producers is kailangan iniisip natin yung tinatawag na plastic circularity and reduction. Okay? Allow me to repeat that. It's about plastic circularity and reduction. Ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng plastic circularity? Na pag gumamit ka ng plastic, ensure mo na yung ginagamit mong plastics is recyclable. Yung mga PET bottles na ginagamit natin, yung clear, yung white, it's a big step for you to collect it within the barangay level and turn over it to the recyclers para magamit pa ulit siya na PET bottle. Another thing is ngayon, dumadami po yung ating mga tinatawag na upcyclers. We are a sachet economy. We are guilty of that. In the world, tayo po talaga yung pinakamalaming pinuproduce na mga sachet. Kasi mass market po tayo, mahilig po tayo dun sa tingi-tingi. Ang problem na na-impose po nun, ang multi-layered plastic po kasi, hindi talaga siya recyclable. Ang po pwede lang po natin gawin doon is i-upcycle siya. Pag in-upcycle mo siya at na-turnover siya sa upcyclers, po pwede ulit siyang maging mixed fiber ng mga furniture. So hindi ka na ngayon bibili ng bed, ng mga upuan, mga table na kumbaga parang 100% plastic kasi may halo na siya na galing sa mga sachet na ginagamit ho natin. Kaya yun po yung sinasabi ko sa atin na recyclability and circularity. We have to ensure na yung ginagamit nating plastic goes back para kumbaga parang we are closing the loop. Hindi ka lang gumamit, alam mo kung saan siya mapupunta. Yun pong ibig sabihin ng plastic circularity. At hindi lang ho ito role ng ang mga producers. Kaya nagkaroon po ng Extended Producers Responsibility Act para lahat po tayo, including the MMSMEs, is mag-develop ng program ng plastic circularity para magkaroon tayo ng recovery program, including the MSMEs. At kung yun po is mapapalaganap po natin, dahil as of the moment, ang progress na po natin sa plastic circularity is about 40 to 45%, kung yung 99.6% MSMEs mag-pivot, na mag-adapt tayo ng plastic circularity, reduction, at saka paggamit ho ng papel, compostable, biodegradable, or green packaging, is talaga naman po na significantly talagang mag-i-improve po ang ating footprint pagdating sa plastic.
Grabe, ang galing pala ng technology ngayon, no? Na naggagawa na pala yun ng machines natin. The fact na na-integrate natin yung mga sachet sa furniture. Wow, I mean, it feels like we are living in the future. Pero sana naman, we all play our part para there's a future pa rin for us to live in for the planet. Okay, before we wrap things up, syempre, ina-advocate pa rin natin, aside from plastic circulatory, tama po ba? Circularity na binanggit ni Ms. Leia, we still want you to integrate paper packaging. But, okay, ang tanong, gaano ba katibay ang plastic alternatives natin? Nikki, can I call you Nikki? Pwede bang feeling close na tayo? Kasi Irene mentioned na she got, some of the cassava packaging from you.
Yes.
And asa na yung millennials dito? Meron po ba? Nandun ba kayo nung yung transition natin from plastic straws to paper straws? Aminin natin, sa first few months, nako, medyo nakaka-stress kasi yung paper straws after mga 5 segundo, wala na. Ang lambot na di ba? So yun yung struggles natin when it comes to the alternatives. Pero now, in 2025, gaano katibay, reliable, durable ba ang plastic alternatives natin, Ms. Nikki?
Gusto ko ibalik kay Miss Irene. Kamusta naman? Masaya ka ba sa cassava bags?
Okay. Okay naman.
Matibay po
Okay
ba?
naman,
Matibay
ayan.
naman.
So, everybody, yung mga takot, kasi pag narinig nila, sustainable packaging, number 1, oh, mahal yan, oh my gosh, malulugi ako. May ganong perception di ba? Masyadong mahal. Yun pa lang, na na natin, nalagay sa utak natin, mahal yan. O, second, masisira yan agad. Pag dumating sa customer, baka magreklamo. 'Di ba? May mga gano'n na ba na initial perception natin pagdating sa sustainable packaging materials. So, I just want to share, buhay pa po kami. Dito pa rin ako. Thank you, Go Negosyo, for inviting me.
Made of cassava ka pala, Ms. Nikki.
Hindi ako plastic, joke. Ayun, so I just want to share, huwag kayong mag-alala. Meron mga corporations, big businesses na everyday ito na po yung ginagamit. So huwag kayong mag-aalala kasi etong mga materials naman na to, hindi siya mako-commercialize kung walang proof of concept. So like Miss Irene here of EcoShift, ilang taon na tayo? Friends. Business
6
partners.
years.
6 years
Wow.
na po. Talaga naman, lahat nung shampoo bars niya nakabalot sa cassava bag. So, hindi dahil gawa siya sa cassava, gawa siya sa corn, sirain siya. Thing is, when we are going to use sustainable packaging materials, included din natin paper, may adjustment. Kasi hindi tayo sanay, diba? Sanay tayo plastic, babato-bato mo lang yan. Hindi siya masisira. Bakit? Kasi tumatagal yan ng more than hundreds of years dito sa ating mundo. Napupunta sa landfill, nagpo-produce ng greenhouse gases, ang daming effect. Research na lang, pero ang dami talaga. So, etong cassava bags, sugarcane containers, yung mga straws na gawa sa kape, meron kaming straw gawa sa kape, no? They are engineered to disappear. So, take note of that. Ginawa siya para malusaw sa lupa. So, compostable po yung tawag dito. Actually, sobrang lalim no, nung information about biopackaging, eco-friendly materials. Kaya nandito po kami kasi gusto talaga namin maturuan kayo. So, very important, pag magsa-start kayo para sa business nyo, namimili pa lang kayo kung ano yung packaging item na gusto nyo, ang dami-daming options. Magpakatotoo kayo sa sarili nyo. Ilabas nyo, i-extend nyo yung sarili nyo sa business nyo. Ano ba yung values na gusto nyong ma-share sa community, sa customers nyo, no? Kasi talagang dyan lalabas yun eh. Gusto ko na maintindihan nyo na yung packaging nyo, like na-mention ni Miss Leia kanina, i-share nyo yung information. Huwag nyo lang itago na gumamit ka ng eco-friendly, tas dineliver mo sa customer, wala silang alam. Sayang naman kasi may value yung paggamit ng sustainable packaging materials. Sa totoo lang, ang dami naming customers talagang natutuwa sila kasi sinasabi ng customers nila na, wow, you're using eco-friendly packaging materials. We really appreciate it. So, merong market, mas na-educate na yung mga tao ngayon. So, talagang importante na ma-expose kayo, aralin nyo kung ano yung iba't ibang materials para unti-unti maturuan din natin yung consumers natin, yung communities natin.
Maraming salamat, Miss Nikki.
And
Palakpakan naman po dyan. Ang ganda ng sagot niya. At may value naman talaga bilang isang consumer din, di ba? At bilang isang brand, nakakabango siya. Nakakadagdag siya sa branding nyo, di ba? Pag tinanong mo, uy, ang ganda naman ng bag nyo. Yes, alam mo ba, environmentally friendly to. Yung materials niya, sustainable. Kasama yun lagi sa spiel natin kasi medyo pinag-eebang na natin yun eh. Na it's good for our ecosystem or it's not as harmful as plastic. All right, before we let everybody go, maybe one last message from Miss Irene, Miss Leia, and Miss Nikki, just to encourage everybody, if you can sum it up in one sentence, why they should make a shift from plastic to alternatives. Let's start with, sino kaya? Ayan, si Miss Irene, parang ready na.
Okay, so alam naman natin when we do business, we want it to be profitable. But there's another bottom line kasi. It's the triple bottom line. We not only just think about our profits, we also think about the planet and the people. So that's why triple bottom line. So in my business, we measure success not just by profit alone, but we measure it through our social impact, which is people, planet, and profit. And I hope na pag nag-start kayo ng business nyo, you start it right. Kasi we are the new generation entrepreneurs. So good luck to all who is going to start their online selling business, be it online or offline. I wish you all the success.
Thank you very much, Miss Irene. One sentence pa rin naman yun. Marami lang commas. Okay, Miss Leia.
Okay, yung paggamit natin ng sustainable packaging, it's not just going to be a trend, it's going to be the standard. Kasi global imperative na siya. Ibig sabihin, hindi ka makapag-export sa Europe kapag ka wala kang certification or hindi ka gumagamit ng sustainable materials. So you better have a mindset shift now na ito na talaga yung future natin. And we are not just doing it for compliance, but we're doing it for, kumbaga, as our contribution to our planet. Kasi hindi naman po pwede po na tayo nagdinegosyo lang, gusto nating mag-contribute ng value sa ating environment, sa ating kapwa, pero hindi ho tayo nagiging consistent dun sa ating mga prinsipyo. So at the end of the day, kailangan po meron talagang balance, may value creation, at saka at the same time is we pursue yung purpose natin in life through the things that we do every day.
Thank you very much, Miss Leia. I think that deserves another big round of applause as well. So it's not just a trend, it's going to be a standard. Love that. Miss Nikki, finally.
They said it all already.
Oo
So
nga.
I just want to say that the reason why you started your businesses, no, is it is mainly because it's an extension of yourself. You want to share something that you're really passionate about. So same with me, we started EcoNest, Ako Packaging, ang dami na naman. Kasi talagang very passionate kami, no? Talagang advocates kami in terms of reducing plastic pollution. So same with you, kung ano man yung business na stinart nyo, passion nyo yan, gusto nyo siyang gawin para hindi na kayo bumalik sa corporate. Joke lang. Pero ayan, dahil stinart nyo siya, mahal nyo siya, given na din na mahalin din natin, no, yung planeta natin, yung community din natin. So that's very important. Hindi kayo mag-give up dahil lang hindi nyo ma-compute properly paano nyo mai-infuse yung kamahalan ng paper bag or ng bioplastic. Go beyond that. Go beyond just looking at the cost. There's more to it kasi dyan nyo ikikwento yung story nyo, story ng brand nyo, story ng buhay nyo. So again, good luck again to everybody. Hopefully, no, we can work together. We're here to support you. So if you need any guidance when it comes to sustainable packaging materials, you can follow EcoShift, see Prestige Paper, of course, EcoNest Philippines, and Ako Packaging. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Another big round of applause for these beautiful ladies. Eco Warriors, maraming salamat, Miss Nikki, Miss Irene, and Miss Leia. Let's have a quick photo before we officially end our panel. Big smile for the camera in 3, 2, 1. Maraming salamat. Isang masigabong palakpakan muli. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for the real talk.